Tari Love, Mike Denbrock is not an SEC offensive coordinator. Wow. Wow. Tari Love just dropped the mic. Just literally dropped the mic. Mike Denbrock is not an SEC offensive coordinator, is what Tari Love just said. Now, Tari, I've got to say the jury's still out on that. We don't know the answer to that yet for sure. But what we do know is he's struggling to get the most talented players on LSU's team to football consistently, or even just getting them the ball, period, at times. I mean, there's been some games where Kayshawn's had 2 targets by the end of the game. And I see so many matchups that just LSU's receivers are just dominating. Once again, 2nd and 9 in the red zone. You've got great routes going in front of you. Jaden Daniels hesitates for 2 seconds, the length of time it would take him to throw the football. And by then, he's getting clobbered. 1-2, bam! Ball should be out. But he's too afraid to take a hit, knows he can escape the first hit, and so will. And then he runs himself right into another hit. That is the problem with Jaden Daniels. He has such brilliance with his feet that he always thinks I can escape and escape and escape. But sometimes your escaping is actually burying you and your offense more. You know, that's just, he made some nice 3rd and 13 throws. One to Mason Taylor right there that almost scored a touchdown. One early to Jack Besh. His only target and catch of the game. I mean, I understand that Jack fumbled the ball on the first play of the game. And I love to see that Kelly went right back to him for that 1 catch, 14 yards on 3rd and 13. Big conversion. But what is that going to do to someone's confidence when you've really given them nothing all season long? You put them at punt returner. They literally take one to the damn house. It's called back by the most ridiculously erroneous, soft penalty I've ever seen. And then he just continues to not get the ball at all because you're a punt returner. That's good enough for you. That's good enough for you to get the ball. And then, Jack comes into his own in a way against New Mexico. Gets the ball a lot more. Starting to look better. Still not even close to how much he should be getting the ball. And he still made the most of it. And then you come into today, okay, where a player only has 12 total targets this season. 12 total targets this season. I mean, Chris Hilton Jr. had 10. Okay, Mason Taylor has 23. And you're going to tell me Jack Besh only has 12 targets on the season? Fuck that bullshit. Seriously. And there's a reason Jack Besh fumbled. You barely even give him the damn ball. There's a reason our receivers drop these passes. I'm not trying to give him an excuse. But there's a lack of familiarity with the damn ball. Not to mention being worn out from running constant routes without getting anything to keep you going. Nothing to keep the confidence. Nothing to keep your athleticism fresh. It's just very weird to me to see Jack Besh at 12 targets on the season. Let me just explain that to you if you don't understand. That is the total amount of times the ball has been thrown to Jack. 12 times. Okay? 12 times. Only 2 passes did he not catch this season, and those were ridiculously errant throws that, of course, 0 drops from Jack as well. So don't try and say that there was a drop anywhere there. 0 drops. He's also made 4 tacklers miss as well. One of the best at making tacklers miss, making defenders miss the play. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to me? That means that's a guy who can help you win games. If he's making defenders miss tackles in space, which would mean linebackers, safeties, corners, usually if those guys are missing tackles at the back end, usually a touchdown is going to result in it. But no, just don't trust Jack Besh at all. Just hang him out to dry after his fumble and just one catch. Just one catch. It's bullshit. It is absolute bullshit to me. And it's indefensible at this point. Who can defend what happened today? Who can defend some of the decisions? The fourth down, 4th and 10 going for it. 4th and 8 going for it. When we should have just kicked the field goal and punted it. Right there, that's 6 points off the board. Then the fumble from Jack Besh, that's 13 points right there off the board. So right there, you're almost, you're only keeping them 27 points if you keep those plays off the board. That's more than doable. That's more than a winnable game for this LSU offense, right? Not even close. Not even close. I thought for a fact if LSU could keep Tennessee under 30, we have a 9 out of 10 chance to win this game. That's how hungry this team felt. That's how determined this team felt. That's how ready this team seemed. And it's just, we missed Will Campbell big time today. Our thoughts, our prayers, all of it towards Will, because Will, absolute great young man, and it sucked to see this happen to him right before a game that he would have done just about anything to play. And when you miss leaders like that, guys who don't accept won't accept mediocrity, won't accept disgraceful performances, will call out and take you to task on the sidelines. When you miss those type of guys, Major Burns as well, it affects your football team. It affects your football team. And really the biggest issues of this game have to go down to the lack of management there early. Like I just rattled off. Special teams wise, and our decisions of whether to punt or to kick a field goal handed them 13 points before the game had even begun. Okay. It's just, we have said it all week long. If LSU find themselves down 10, it's probably still going to be a close game. They find themselves down 17. We don't know. They find themselves down 20. Everyone is pretty much of consensus. Forget about it. Forget about it. Yeah.